What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. Yes, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimedEesshow. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in live on the radio here in Vegas and on the KSHP app. And shout out to everybody who's joining in live on the YouTube right now. I see Kara says, good morning. Naturally Radiant says, another Friday. We made it. Yes, yes, yes. And hey, shout out to Kara, who's getting over something pretty horrendous right now, but she's staying strong and she's being great and she's continuing to be the light in her life and also the people she's around. Hey, I'm sending you all the prayers of recovery, Kara. You definitely got this. Welcome into the show, y'all. I'm super happy to have you all here at the Jaime Dee Show. I'm really excited for the weekend too because y'all, this week went by so slow. Tell me if y'all agree. I feel like this week went by so slow. I feel like today doesn't really feel like a Friday, but I'm happy it is. So on today's show rundown, we're going to go over the daily news. Then we have two topics I really want to dive into. Should you date your coworker and should you go to college? Again, should you date your coworker and should you go to college? I'm super excited for these conversations later today. Make sure you stick around and call in at 702-221-7283 to get in on the conversation. Again, 702-221-7283 to get in on the conversation. This is a real live morning radio show, The Jaime Dee Show, which is being sponsored by the Drip Bar, which is 2 blocks away from the Palms Casino. 2 blocks away. Get your IV vitamin therapy, your sauna therapy, and your quick shots ASAP. It's Vegas. It's hot. Y'all drinking, y'all smoking, y'all drinking, y'all smoking, y'all doing drugs, y'all having sex. Make sure to go to the Drip Bar to get all your nutrients and your vitamins because when y'all come out here, y'all need them. Y'all really do need them. All right, let's get into the daily news. Y'all, Lizzo done finally spoke out about all the allegations brought up against her in this new lawsuit. Y'all, the amount of people who are commenting on the situation, who are making videos on the situation, who are defending her and also going against her. It's insane. I mean, I know Lizzo is huge and I know she has a great following and she really does have impact on our society, but dang, I didn't know it was this huge. I'm not sure if this is a way to try to bring another Black woman down or what. But again, Lizzo speaks out amid lawsuit accusing her of sexual harassment, body shaming, and more. And this is what she had to say. These last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. As an artist, I've always been very passionate about what I do. I take my music and my performances seriously because at the end of the day, I only want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. With passion comes hard work and high standards. Sometimes I have to make hard decisions, but it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of the team. I am not here to be looked at as a victim, but I also know that I'm not the villain that people in the media have portrayed me to be these last few days. I'm very open about my sexuality and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people to use that openness to make me make me out to be something I am not. Wow. There's nothing I take more seriously than the respect we deserve as women in this world. I know what I feel. I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis and would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. I'm hurt, but I will not let the good work I've done in the world be overshadowed by this. I want to thank everyone who's reached out in support to lift me up during this difficult time. Now, I really want y'all to know, do y'all believe Lizzo? Shout out to Tracy who just got into the chat, says, LOL, hey Jamie. But do y'all believe Lizzo? Do y'all think Lizzo is a victim or do you think she's the aggressor? I'm not gonna lie. There is radio shows that are being brought back up of Lizzo saying that she was in Amsterdam acting a fool and she did want to go eat a banana out of a woman's hoo-ha. And then there was all these different people coming out saying Lizzo's this and she's that and she's mean and she's rude and she's toxic and da da da. But then the accusers are also seen re-auditioning for her show, calling her the queen. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe. I am definitely, though, not one of those people who get on social media, see one thing, and jump to conclusions. I have to wait for this to play out because I don't know. I will say this, though. I don't put nothing past anybody. Nothing. I don't care if you're I don't care if you're my parents. Humans are humans. I don't put nothing past nobody. You never know what somebody would do nowadays. After COVID, y'all really started acting wild. All right. As reported by the Neighborhood Talk, 23-year-old Jadarius Rose was stopped by officers on July 4th. And this is a very, very sad story, guys. Over a missing mud flap. During the stop, Officer Ryan Speakman released a K9 on Rose after he claims Rose ignored his commands to get on the ground. He didn't comply. I gave him 3 commands, I told him. Final warning, if you don't get on the ground, you're going to get the dog. Speakman can be heard saying to another officer. What makes this even crazier is that there was another officer on the scene yelling at Speakman to not release the dog if Rose's hands were up. Speakman then questions his own actions. I don't know why they seem mad at me. He wasn't complying. I mean, am I wrong? No. Another colleague can be heard responding. Again, another colleague can be heard responding. No. Surely there were other ways to get Rose on the ground without using the dog, but we know what we see in the media and we know what we know about a lot of policemen out there. I'm not saying all, but a lot. And Speakman had initially been placed on leave, but was later fired on July 26th. He reportedly begged his superior not to take his best friend, the dog, from him over the incident, but they took that dog and his title. As for Rose, he says fear prevented him from stopping right away when being pulled over. As for the incident, Rose said, I just didn't want to lose my life or lose my arm. Well, unfortunate for Rose and the monster that is that cop, but fortunate for those who need proof that we need stricter rules on who can and who cannot be police officers. The body cam footage that shows the moment former officer Ryan Speakman released the K9 on the unarmed and innocent black man has been released. Take a listen to this horrendous and gut-wrenching audio.
Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Don't. Do not. Get the dog off of it. Get the dog off of it. Get the dog. Watch the cat. Watch the cat. Get the dog off. Get your dog. Get it out. Please. I got squad. Yeah. Put your hand back. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Get the first aid.
Y'all, I'm trying to hold myself from crying live on air. Trying to hold myself back from crying live on air because that was so sad, horrendous, unfortunate. But the reality of what we have to deal with as African-American people here in the United States, and unfortunately in other countries as well. But we see it to be very prevalent here in the United States. And my heart breaks for this black man. Several people told this officer not to release that dog, and he did anyway. The black man was compliant, and he released that dog anyway. And I want to know, why don't you all have protocols to be able to stop the dog in action? Y'all can't tase the dog. Y'all can't muffle the dog. Y'all can't grapple the dog. Like, stun the dog. Like, there's not a command. Like, why is it that y'all train these dogs to be weapons, but then can't control or stop your weapons? Even L says, I don't understand how people can be so cruel. I don't either, L. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because this could happen to any one of us. And what bothers me the absolute most is that this man was mauled almost to death, and they still handcuffed this black man. How could you? How could you handcuff a person who was literally mauled by a dog? That man was not going to get up and go nowhere. I know y'all heard those agonizing screams. I know y'all were able to feel that pain that black man was dealing with through the airwaves. And you still decided to cuff that man and add more misery to that man's life and add more pain to that man. Just cruel. I think the officers who also handcuffed that man should get arrested and more. This makes me so sad. It hurts my absolute heart. They have to deal with this from security officers, from police officers, and from people in power who just don't respect humans as humans, regardless of color. I want you all to know that me, Jaime Dee, and the Jaime Dee Show loves each and every one of you, regardless of your color, your nationality, your sexuality, or whatever. If you're not hurting yourself, hurting others, or hurting animals, you are good in my book. We may not get along. I may not like you, but I can live amongst you. I can support you. I can look at you from afar and still live my life, not feeling as though that I'm affected by you. I really wish people can learn from me. You don't gotta like somebody, but you also don't have to hurt somebody. You don't have to target somebody. And you have to take out whatever you're dealing with in your own miserable life on the next person. Horrific. Guys, this is the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM, live Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have some more daily news brought to you by The Drip Bar Las Vegas. Stay tuned.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies, and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally pawsome.
Hungry for the best barbecue in Las Vegas? Come out to the infamous barbecue and meat market, John Mull's Meats and Roadkill Grill in Las Vegas. John Mull's was featured on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Now take home delicious meat selections for your grill, and while you're there, grab a bite of the best barbecue in Las Vegas. With 2 locations now at Tom and Gowan or on North Decatur, you're sure to find the perfect meats for your next barbecue or party. Find us online at johnmullmeats.com.
At AR Heating and Air Conditioning, our main goal is to provide high-quality service without breaking the bank. From maintaining your HVAC units to fixing them when they are down, they are there for you. AR Heating and Air Conditioning offer reasonable prices, reliability, and professional service at a great value. For more information, go to fixmyac.net or call 702-646-4000. Beat the heat and call AR Heating and Air Conditioning today.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107. Where's it? 0.1 FM. If you weren't paying attention to the YouTube, you didn't know what I was just doing. But I'm wearing the Jaime Dee shirt. The Jaime Dee shirt. The Jaime Dee show shirt that also says KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. And on the back, it says radio host Jaime Dee. Y'all know I ride for this radio station. You know I ride for this radio station that's operated by the general manager, Mark Hayes. My ride or die. I love it here. I'm so grateful to be here. But you know what I love also? I love the Drip Bar Las Vegas. I know y'all see this drip right here. I know y'all see this perfectly placed products. You love a good product placement, don't you? Because I love a good product placement. Let's get into the Drip Bar, which is located 2 blocks away from the Palms Casino and extremely close to the Las Vegas Strip. You want to check out the Drip Bar because the Drip Bar offers several different things. You can get IV vitamin therapy. You can get sauna therapy. And you can get quick shots. All right. So there's so many different options you can choose from when you're doing the IV vitamin therapy. They have the Power Pack, which has the vitamin C, triamino, biotin, folic acid, B12, B complex, and more. They have the Shield, and it's helping keeping your immune system working properly. They have the All-Star, which is vitamin C that helps support all of your ligaments, tendons, and muscles. That will be put to the test. They have the Soother. As the soother flows in, feel the stress flow out. Tense muscles and tense mind travel together. The soother gives aid to both. They have the time machine. It says this one is one of our most popular drips for people feeling well who want to stay that way. This drip pulls out lead and other toxic heavy metals in a gentle manner, at the same time flooding your body with vitamins and nutraceuticals. Oh, I said it right. That support healthy arteries, healthy skin, healthy organs, and a healthy brain. What? They have the quick shots. They have the I Am Lean, which is good for fat reduction and weight loss. I know we all trying to get our summer bodies still together because I know I'm still in that process. They have the I Am Detox, which combats free radicals. They have the I Am Single Shots that has biotin, good for healthy hair, healthy skin, healthy nails. The MIC B12, brain function, immunity, and energy. Y'all, they have so many different options to choose from. And the best part about this all is that it's very affordable. They do have monthly memberships. They have the basic membership, which is $99. You get the basic hydration IV. You get infrared sauna. You get a B12 shot and more. They have the maintain membership, $159.20. You get any IV shot you want to choose from, no matter how much it costs. You get a B12 shot. You get the infrared sauna with halo salt therapy for 45 minutes. You get the red light therapy for 20 minutes, and you get monthly member perks. And then they have the improved monthly package, which is $298, and that gets you 2 IV vitamin therapy drips anytime throughout the month. 1 B12 shot. You could use the infrared sauna with halo salt therapy 4 times. You could use the red light therapy sauna 4 times. You get the monthly membership perk, and more. And the best part about all this is that if you do not use your credits, not only do they roll over, but you can gift them to your friends. Boom! And just like Alicia Starr said, she says, I want to try it. You and I both, let's go in together. Let's go hand in hand and get that IV drip on. And just like Kara just says, plus there's an awesome discount if you go into the store and say, The Jaime Dee Show, you get 15% off of anything you want to choose. 15% off if you say The Jaime Dee Show. Lit. All right, let's get into this news, y'all. Y'all, nobody is safe out here. I don't know why. According to 8 News Now, a Las Vegas man is accused of targeting older Asian women and stealing their purses in a robbery spree. And he told police that he chose these victims because they were easy targets. What? All right, let's get into a few of these stories. Because on Saturday, July 1st, police were called back to the Gold Coast Casino after a report of larceny. The victim was also an Asian woman. Told police that she was in the casino with her friends, but decided to go outside for fresh air, according to the report. The report stated that she was sitting on a bench in front of the casino when a man pulled her purse from her, breaking the purse and causing her to fall to the ground. The man then ran away. On Tuesday, I'm going to go back in time, June 27th, officers with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police were called to the Gold Coast Casino after a reported robbery. The victim, an Asian woman, told police that she was in a parking garage walking to her car when a man approached her from behind. She told police that he grabbed her purse and attempted to take it away from her. Wow, there's more. Hold on, y'all. On Monday, July 3rd, a woman came into the Enterprise area command to tell police that a man had stolen her purse. On Thursday, June 29th, the woman told police that she was walking near the intersection of Viking and Wynn Roads when a man pulled her purse away from her, breaking the strap before running away. I can't. I'm literally at a loss for words because I've seen this on movies before. I know that this is reality back in the day, but with so many cameras on the street, with so many people with smartphones, with open carry being a thing, I just never thought that people would be so bold to still do purse robberies, to still do in-person robberies. What? Yo, detectives were able to identify the suspect, thank God, and all of these innocents as Jeffrey Stewart, 25. Stewart was taken into custody on Wednesday, July 26. According to a report, Stewart told police that he was having trouble making ends meet and that he had 2 young children and a fiance. He told police that he committed several robberies on older Asian women because they were easy targets. The report stated that Stewart confessed to 4 separate robberies and wrote a letter for the victims apologizing for his actions, explaining that he only committed the robberies in order to help his family. Stewart faces 4 counts of robbery with the victim over 60 and 1 count of larceny from a person. He is being held on a $75,000 bail. His preliminary court appearance is scheduled for August 15th. Y'all, that's insane. Like I said, I was lost for words that purse snatching is back. What? The way you would have got shot up, tased up, beat up. And hear me out. I know that we're all going through things. I know a lot of us are broke. I know a lot of us aren't living the lives we're portraying on social media. I know a lot of us don't have it like that, but it should never come down to taking from somebody else. It should never come down to committing a crime. It should never come down to hurting somebody else. Because when you get caught, you'll be in more trouble than you even started off in. Hear me out. When you get caught, because you will, everything that is done in the dark comes to the light. When you get caught, you will be in more trouble than you started off in. Ask for help. Ask your family members. Ask your friends. Ask strangers. Go see the woman. Go see the lady. Go work a job. Go do a temp job. Get on the internet and look for things to do. Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. Go back to college. But you should never hurt another person or take from another person because you are without. That person did nothing to you. They didn't. All right, y'all, before we go to break, I'm going to do this one more story. This Looney Tooney mess irks my entire soul. A Colorado woman named Ercilia Campbell wore blackface and went on a rant terrorizing people in Target and Starbucks. Campbell, who was recently fired from the post office, walked into an Aurora Target and immediately targeted customers and employees, demanding that they tell her where to find the LGBTQIA plus pride section. Then she went to the Starbucks and went live on her Facebook, showing off her support for Donald Trump, who's our former president. She also addressed her termination from the post office and making the post office's most wanted list, which warns employees to call the Postal Inspection Service if she ever pops up. Listen to these videos.
Mr. Holt did whiteface. Nobody said shit. Where's your pride section? I need to know.
We're past.
Oh, I thought they were celebrating this and they took our flag forever. No, I was wrong. My bad. I don't shop at Target. I just take pictures. Join me. Post it on my Facebook, please. My Facebook friends love it. Hey, Facebook. I'm looking for a job today. I'm at Starbucks. I never treat myself to Starbucks since the post office got rid of me. I barely treated myself to Starbucks when I was working there. I couldn't afford it. Trump is coming. I'm showing my titties. I have somebody across from me that's showing his too. I'll post his picture later. It's hilarious. You guys got to see this. Anyway, wish me luck. I'm going to the post office for a job. They will never recognize my picture now. They could put me on the FBI wanted list. Have a good day. I'm going to have me a Nakai refresher. Okay. If you want the rest or the if you want what this stuff is, and if you've never had it, you've got to come down to Starbucks. I'm off of Mississippi and 225. Okay. Stay tuned. It's going to be candid camera, lights, camera, action today. They'll never recognize me. Have a good day.
Let me say this. Before I go on my rant about how dumb she is, I'm going to give her grace. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to give her grace. She is going through something. Before I go in on her, because I think she's a dummy, she's going through something. We are in a climate right now where a lot of people don't have it. And they have to watch everybody else who supposedly has it. We see it on social media. We see it in the media. We see it on billboards. We see it in person. It's like we know we don't have it. It's like we know we're working hard. It's like we know we see people next to us who don't have it. But it seems as though that it's easy for other people, but it's not easy for us. And I get it. I get it. I get how mentally harmful it is to lose your job. I know how it hurts to lose your job. I know what it means when you have to fend for yourself, fend for your family. I know what it means when you feel like you did everything right and still things went against you. I know how it feels to feel like no matter what you do, you can't do anything right. And I know how it feels to feel like you have your back against the wall. I know what it looks like and what it feels like to have a mental breakdown. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. However, I don't know what makes people do this stuff. I don't know what makes people turn to being racist. I don't know what makes people turn to being homophobic. I don't know what makes people turn to hurting other people. That is not something I can give you grace for. I can give you grace for crying, going through a mental breakdown, feeling like your back is against the wall, feeling like your life isn't worth it, feeling like you have no way out, being depressed, not reaching out to your friends, not being able to get up, maybe acting out in your circle and saying things that you really don't mean. I get it. But when you go to these extremes, I can't make excuses for that, because we see a lot of people, even when they get done with their mental breakdown, meant what they said and said what they meant. And that was just their excuse to just do it without any repercussion. And we see so often that our counterparts in other communities get to do these things and not be affected by it. Yeah, we're seeing more people are getting fired nowadays, which is great. But that's not everybody. And there's a lot of people who still have privilege. I ask you all to check up on your brothers and sisters. I ask you all to sit down and have conversations with your brothers and sisters, whether they're related to you or not. I ask you all to stop teaching these horrible practices in your home. There's nothing wrong with being white. There's nothing wrong with being black. There's nothing wrong with being Hispanic, Asian, Indian, or whatever. There's nothing wrong with being gay, lesbian, bi, trans, or whatever. There's nothing wrong with being Caribbean, being American. There's literally nothing wrong with it. But what makes things wrong is bad people like this. It's what makes evil people like that police officer who released his dog and felt like he didn't do anything wrong. Judge a person by their character, not by who they are, sexuality wise, ethnicity wise, nationality wise, and more. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. This is the Jaime Dee Show. And when we come back, we're going to have a conversation about, should you date your coworker? Would you date your coworker? Because, ooh, that's a sticky conversation. Make sure to call in at 702-221-7283 if you want to get in on the conversation. Again, 702-221-7283. And continue to comment live on the YouTube. Right now, Alicia Starr says, hell no. We'll talk about when we come back. Stick around. It's the Jaime Dee Show.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
ZenWorld Premium CBD offers full and broad-spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules, which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zenworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Range Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in-store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies, and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally pawsome.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Did you hear me? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. And live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Shout out to Alicia Starr, Kara, Mercy, L, Tracy, Naturally Radiant. Yeah, I see you guys in the comment section right now going in. I love it. And for those who are tuning in, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and send it out to your friends, because I am in my 2nd month as a live morning radio personality. I have been gunning for this role for 8 years now, and I'm finally in this space living my dream. But I need your help. I need you all to send out my content. Just how you guys share the Lizzo stories and Beyonce being at the Renaissance. Share my stories to your stories. Share my content to your stories. Send out this link to your friends and family. Say, hey, I'm listening to the show. I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you think you should date your coworker? Help me out. And remember, I am still an entrepreneur and my own business. I need advertisers and sponsors and people who are going to promote, just like the Drip Bar. The Drip Bar is my first ever sponsor. And not only are they sponsoring me, but they're in a partnership with me where it feels like a family. And we're working with each other to make sure both of our goals are met. The Drip Bar is located 2 blocks away from the Palms Casino and have everything you need from IV, vitamin therapy, sauna therapy, and quick shots for an affordable price. You can get your business promoted on my show on social media, and you can also bring me out to your location to do a live show or even host an event at your company. Just hit us up. Hit us up. info@jamiedee.com. DM me if you need to, and my assistant will get right back to you. But help a brother out. I need you all to continue on in my dream. Without your support on social media and without sponsorship dollars, I can't make it. So help a brother out. I would really appreciate it. And I'm never too big or too of anything to not say when I need help and when I could use the support. So thank you all so much for being here with me, and thank you all for listening. Let's get into this conversation. Should you date your coworker? let's go over the pros and cons before I play any sounds for you all. Pros, you get to spend a lot of forced time together. If you're like me and like quality time, you get to see your partner every darn day, especially if you don't live with each other. You get to become familiar with that person because you're forced to converse and get to know that person. Dating when you're not supposed to be dating could be an adrenaline rush and a turn on. Some people like that. Some people like breaking the rules and being spicy in the broom closet. Now, some conflicts are you have to spend too much time together. You don't really get to spend time away from each other. Jealousy may become a thing if your partner sees you talking to another person a certain way. Disputes can happen at work, or disputes can happen outside of the office that can make working together difficult. When you break up, you're forced to still be around that person, and that's the worst thing for me. Workplace competitiveness can become a thing. And then drama could ensue. It seems as though there's more cons than there are pros, but I want to play this first YouTube video I found on if you should date your coworker, because I want you all to know if it's a good idea or if it's a bad idea. But we're going to listen to what this guy had to say at Bulldog Mindset. He's going to let you know if you should date or not date your coworker.
Coworker, is this a good idea? No, it's not a good idea. Do not where you eat. If you're gonna do this, just go and say, do you want to have some coffee, or do you want to go out for drinks and we can discuss whatever work project? That's a simple way. If she says to you, let's go for coffee to discuss this project, you got your answer. If she says drinks, then you know that she might be interested, but it's just not a good idea in general. Do not try and date a coworker. There's plenty of other women out there. There's too many bad things that can happen. It's just not a good idea. If you're going to do it, test it by saying something very, very nonchalant where she's going to give you the indicator if she's interested or not. But I wouldn't even recommend that. How do you date a coworker? Is this a good idea? No.
I'm laughing already because everybody's on YouTube like, no. Naturally Radiant said it's a no for me. Kara says absolutely not. It's the drama for me. Naturally Radiant says that's not a pro because work is annoying. Alicia Star says bad idea. Hey, call in at 702-221-7283 if you want to get in on this conversation. Personally, I know a lot of people who've had successful relationships at work. Now, I'm going to be honest, I would do my absolute best to not date somebody at work. And I will keep boundaries up, which I usually always do. But there are some people who penetrate them boundaries, and it's hard to say no when you really, 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 really want somebody. Trying to figure out, have I ever dated? You know what? I've tried to date somebody at work when I was like fresh out of college. I was like 21, but I was a server. And I tried to date that person. It definitely ended up in drama. Didn't do that again. And after I tried it again one more time, and it was actually easy and it was great. We didn't work out and there was no issues, no drama. We're actually still super cool. So I personally feel like it depends, but you have to be open to take that chance. And a lot of times I'm hearing that it's not worth it. Let's actually hear what our good old Uncle Steve Harvey had to say about what if you should date your coworker or not.
David, he has a question about workplace romance. David?
My question to you is, I recently switched careers and I find myself working long hours. I don't have the time to go out like I once did. What are your thoughts on inter-office dating or romance?
Inter-office dating and romance.
Yes.
Don't do that, man. Don't do it. Dave, don't do that. I'm trying to fix this for daytime TV. Let me see. My father had a slogan. He used to always say, don't do where you eat. He said, because boy, you ain't gonna like the way it tastes. I am telling you, that is the best way for me to give it to you, because now I gotta tell you, it can go bad. And see, if you break up with a woman, breaking up with her and walking away, that's one thing. But if you got a job with her, let me explain something to you, Dave. You can't just walk past that cubicle. There's gonna be notes on your cubicle. He's a loser. I hate your mama. It's your mama's fault. Nah, man, don't do that. Don't do that. Save yourself a lot of pain. Just date outside, anybody, but Lord, not at your job. All right?
I love my Uncle Steve Harvey. He really is not my uncle, but if he wanted to be my uncle, he could be. Okay. Wait. Sorry. I think it's funny because so Mercy said he was my man before he was my coworker, so it can work. I feel like that don't count. That's why I'm laughing. Like, I feel like that don't count. You can't already been with him and then started working. I can see how that worked, especially if y'all are married already. But no. Williams' family says, nope, it's not a good idea. It will ultimately affect your work, in my opinion. Alicia Starr says, dating your coworker is like dating your neighbor. Okay, my thing is this. You can quit your job and find another one easy and quick. You can't break your lease and find another lease easy and quick. I really cannot date my neighbor. Oh, I remember I matched with my neighbor on a dating app and they wanted to come over. I blocked them so quick. Blocked them so, oh no. I remember, and this doesn't have anything to do with dating, but this is why it made me uncomfortable. I remember I posted like my parking lot of my apartment complex because in Dallas, Texas, a lot of the apartment complexes actually do look very similar. And so I'm like, oh, no one's gonna know where I'm at. So I posted like, I decked out my patio so nice, y'all. Had the grass carpet on the bottom, and I had the TV outside, and I had the light. It was awesome. So I was outside trying to be cute, having a brunch on my patio, and I posted a picture of my legs up on my stand while watching TV, and someone was like, I know where you live at. I was like, what? Oh, no. See? Again, it wasn't a dating situation, but I was like, bro, like anything that close, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Natural Radiant says, my husband and I worked together and it wasn't a problem. We were together before it, though. See, I feel like if you were together already, that makes sense. Williams' family says, what if you break up? Imagine seeing your ex every day and being forced to work with him. I couldn't do it because Steve Harvey, my good old uncle, and this is another reason why I laugh, said it right. That person will be like, it's your mama's fault. You're going to have all this drama. And I'm going to let you know, Steve Harvey is warning y'all about me because one thing I will say is F you and your mama. I am that petty person. I'm not going to lie. Hey, y'all, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to have a conversation on if you should go to college. I went to college. Did you? Are you successful? Do you feel like you need a degree? Let me know. 702-221-7283. Again, 702-221-7283. Let's take this quick break. I'll be right back.
Hungry for the best barbecue in Las Vegas? Come out to the infamous barbecue and meat market, John Moles Meats and Roadkill Grill in Las Vegas. John Moles was featured on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Now take home delicious meat selections for your grill, and while you're there, grab a bite of the best barbecue in Las Vegas. With 2 locations now at Tom and Gowan or on North Decatur, you're sure to find the perfect meats for your next barbecue or party. Find us online at johnmolemeats.com.
At AR Heating and Air Conditioning, our main goal is to provide high-quality service without breaking the bank. From maintaining your HVAC units to fixing them when they are down, they are there for you. AR Heating and Air Conditioning offer reasonable prices, reliability, and professional service at a great value. For more information, go to fixmyac.net or call 702-646-4000. Beat the heat and call AR Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
Zen World Premium CBD offers full and broad spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules, which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zenworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Ranch Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies, and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally pawsome.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. And live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. If you are just now tuning in, I already went over the daily news headlines. We had a conversation on if you should date your coworker. And I asked people in the comments, what if that man, because it's mostly women right now in the comments, but what if that man or woman was just fine and the total package? Would you do it? Now we're going to have a conversation on if you should go to college. I went to college. I have my bachelor's of communication arts from Florida International University, FIU in Miami, Florida. Again, Bachelor of Arts in Communication Arts. I have my master's of broadcast journalism from the University of Maryland, College Park. Again, Masters of Broadcast Journalism from the University of Maryland, College Park. And I'm in debt. And it took 8 years to get right here. Yeah. And there's a lot of people in my industry who are doing more than me, getting paid more than me, benefiting more than me, who don't have the degree, who either had the experience or didn't. Should you go to college? I personally believe that if you need a degree that is specific to get a specific job, then you should get a degree and go to college, like nursing, like being a lawyer. But if you want to be a police officer, an entrepreneur, a business person, a plumber, a barber, you don't need to go to college. And also, even if you don't go to college, you can go to trade school. You can get a certificate. You can get a small diploma. Or you can go to these mini sites like udemy.com and learn from that website and get certificates. I'd have friends who went to school for computer science and are making six figures. And I have other friends who went to udemy.com and got a computer science or IT certificate from that website. And after 3 months, have a full-time job where they're making six figures. I don't think that college is the only way. I think college is very beneficial. I think you should go to college if you want to, but there's no other experience like college. But I don't feel like you have to go. LB says having a degree is important if you want the type of job that that degree needs to be in. If you do not have a degree, your resume is automatically going to the bottom of the pile. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. But I also know that if you have a lot of experience and you have the right names, your resume could go at the top of the pile. I have seen in many different spaces. Y'all don't know this, but I've worked in a lot of different industries before I got here. I've worked in the entertainment industry. I've worked in an events industry. I worked in higher education. I've worked in a lot. I've done a lot. And I've seen places where you did need a degree, where you didn't need a degree. I've seen places that you needed a degree, but they went around for a person who didn't have a degree and got them in anyway. There's ways to get to where you want to be without a degree. And I know that sometimes degrees, even in a field where you don't need a degree, can make it faster to get there. Now, the pros of having a degree are higher earning potential with a degree. They say that you get more money if you have a degree. You get access to more jobs. I will say in my personal fields, I got access to more jobs because of my degree. Also, I will say this. NBC Sports Washington, I love them dearly, and I love the people who hired me. I applied for that job before I even went to grad school. Did not get accepted. The second I got into the University of Maryland, College Park, to pursue a master's of broadcast journalism, I applied for an internship at NBC Sports Washington, the same exact job I applied for months before. And did y'all know I got hired? Shout out to my friend out there. Well, she no longer works at NBC Sports Washington, but she was the HR person. She was an African-American woman, so I felt very, very comfortable talking to her and asking her the truth. Why did you hire me? I applied for this position before, and y'all didn't give me the light of day. And I had the exact same resume. The only thing different on this resume is that I put at the bottom University of Maryland, College Park, expect the graduation date. And you know what she told me? She said, we called you and hired you because you were going to the University of Maryland. While I was grateful that I was able to use my degree and my school name to get into a position that I wanted to get into, I was pissed off that I was denied access to a space I knew I would have excelled in, regardless of that degree and regardless of that school. Because I was in that internship in my first semester of school. And while I was there, I wasn't even learning much in my master's program yet, for real, to apply to that job. I didn't need that degree. I didn't need that school in my head, but in reality, I did. So you really never know. Apparently, more pros are you get a better value of learning. You get to network. I will say this. I have a lot of people in my network right now who continue to push me to get jobs. Some college degrees have a high return on investment, like being a nurse. They say there's a lower unemployment, but I don't believe that because a lot of us are out here broke and dusty and crusty trying to find a job with degrees. I know people with PhDs who don't have a job. They say lower chance of being in poverty. I doubt that, but they say you live a healthier life. Man, I am stressed. They say you have better educated children. Well, I don't have children, so I wouldn't know. They say more likely to save for retirement. Y'all, I'm broke. And I am not too good for anything to say I'm broke. Why I think I go so hard for my job to get these sponsorship deals? I'm broke and I have a master's degree. Now they say cons are cost of college. Hell yeah. The stress. Hell yeah. I broke out when I was in college. I got big too, and not like that, but I definitely gained like 20 pounds when I was getting my master's degree. I was stressed. They said there are higher paying jobs you don't need a degree for, so you shouldn't go to college, which is true, like being a police officer. Well, Naturally Radiant says that some places are requiring you to have an associate's, but I know places that they don't require you. Let's see. Underemployed college graduates and famous / rich people who make it without a college degree. I get it. I know how it looks to look at people who are doing what you want to do without a degree. It sucks. Let's listen to these videos I found on if you should go to college. And let me know in the comments if you think you should or should not. Take a listen to the first video.
In my view, is not anything that you can get by without, but the kind of education. I get a lot of heat because I take a position about education that a lot of people misinterpret to mean don't go to college. And I would never say don't go to college unless you can't afford it or if you're not sure why you're going. There's been a push in this country for the last 40 years or so, this suggestion that a 4-year degree is the best path for the most people. I don't believe that's true. On my last gig, I met a lot of people who didn't go to college, who were in fact very smart and very driven and very talented and who prospered. But they were also educated, just not in the traditional way. So I think what's really important today is to make sure that you talk about the value of a skilled trade in the same way that you talk about the value of academic success. Here's a platitude. If you don't get educated, you're screwed. That's very, very different than saying if you don't get a 4-year degree, you have no hope. And that's basically what we've been saying for a long time. It's bad advice.
I agree with that, man. Let's play this next clip. But before I play that, I want to shout out what Mercy said live on the YouTube. It all depends. People have degrees they don't even use or work in that field. I think it comes down to the person knowing what they want to be or do in life overall to be successful. I completely agree. Let's play this next clip.
University today is the biggest scam and waste of time ever. Imagine paying $60,000 to $200,000 for a degree, going into debt, and then 85% of the time not even using your college degree for the job or the career that you have. You can fact check me on this. If you're going to be a lawyer, if you're going to be a doctor, if you're going to be an engineer, something that requires a high level of skill that can be taught only in a university and a college, you should absolutely go do that. If you're going to get a business degree, a cultural degree, a liberal arts degree, an art, whatever degree, you're learning from professors who profess but don't practice. Go and get a mentor, watch and learn from YouTube, and then go and apply it in the real world, unlike these fucking professors who profess but don't practice. College.
So I agree with that. And I'm going to play this last video so we can go over this and then we'll be done with the show. Let's play this last video.
Should you go to college? So I got asked this today by a kid whose parents are more or less forcing him to go to college. He's 17 and is about to start school this fall, but he has no desire to follow the traditional, secure route in life. He wants to start his own side hustle and use that money to invest in real estate. Back to the question, the way I see it in life, there are always two routes, the secure route and the freedom route. Most people choose the secure route, go to school, get a good job, get a retirement, likely the path your parents took and they want you to take as well. Then there's the freedom route, the risk taker, the entrepreneur that forges his own path in life. Both routes are valid. It just depends on the type of person you are. I'm a freedom person. I would rather have less security, but more freedom. I would rather take risks and reap all the rewards of pushing myself and chasing my dreams. Some people, like my father, are security-based people. He would rather have a safe and secure job and is happy never taking a risk in his life. So at the end of the day, you need to ask yourself, am I security-driven or freedom-driven? And follow the route that makes you feel the most fulfilled in life. Hope this inspired some of you guys. See you next time. Peace.
So my thing is, I completely agree. Take the steps that you want to take in life to get what you want out of life. And I understand what Elle said. She said, don't forget about dating. Some people will not date undegreed people. I used to be that way until I realized I'm degreed and I'm still broke. And I need to still find a way out. And there's people who aren't degreed who make way more money than me. I got over that thought real quick. Let me tell you this. Stop saying that if you get a degree and you get a job in the corporate world that you're not taking a risk. You know how much risk you have to take to go to college? You know how much risk you have to take out loans? You know how much risk you have to take to get a job that you probably didn't want or that you did want? You have to fight against your coworkers. You have to make it on top. You have to keep your status in that corporation. There's a lot of risk with getting a degree and also getting a job. Now, being an entrepreneur is not free. I'm an entrepreneur and I work more than I ever worked working for a corporate job that was 9 to 5. I work after 5. I work on the weekends. I work at night. I work in my sleep. I just hate this thought that you're more free, that you're not taking a risk, and that's all dumb. That's all dumb. It's not easy being a college degreed person trying to get a job, but it's not easy being an entrepreneur. So do what makes you happy. Do what you want to do and push for what you want out of life. Nothing is guaranteed. Not a job, not security, not in the quote unquote degree in corporate world. And in the entrepreneur world, it's not guaranteed that you can get money, sponsorships, friends, support. None of that's guaranteed. Do what you want to do and do it well. All right, guys, this is the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. I'm live every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. Make sure to share this content, subscribe, and help me get those sponsorships, y'all. If y'all need to promote anything, let me know. I'll see y'all on Monday. Love you all. Peace out. What's up, everybody? You were just tuned into the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. If you aren't in the Las Vegas area, you can catch my show live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimeDeeshow. If you want to advertise your business on my show, email us at info@jaimedee.com. Thank you all so much for your support. See you tomorrow.